Good morning everybody. So today is Thursday. I'm teaching this morning. I'm going to see Dawn and Sabby. Sabby hasn't been on the vlog in forever, so I thought it would be nice to film today so that you get to see her and what she's up to. And then this afternoon I'm going to play with the boys. I'm going to ride Apollo in his saddle for the first time, which is really exciting, if everything goes well obviously and he's in the right mood, but that's the plan. I put the saddle on him yesterday, played with him a minute, and he seems really happy, so that's really cool. Obviously I've been sitting on him bareback and stuff, but I'm actually going to have our first proper ride in like, it's got to be like 3 or 4 months, if not more than that, to be honest. So yeah, that's really exciting. I also need to film something with Ginger for my games club group, and I want to play with Guinness as well, so it's going to be a busy day. Oh, and I'm going to go home in between that, and I've got some like work to do at home, so I'm going to kind of show you what I do with my social media, like how I run all that kind of thing, because I thought it might be kind of interesting for you to see. So we'll do that as well. So it's going to be a busy day, so let's get started. And then you swap sides, it's like, oh, okay, go down. And if that doesn't work and you feel like she needs something, just let her play for a minute, so just go and do something, yeah, and then bring her back. Sometimes they get like, oh, I need to move, yeah, and you just got to do that. So I thought it might be quite interesting for you to see what I do on social media. So yeah, I thought I'd kind of like bring you with me today while I do a bit of work. So social media is a really, really important part of running a business if you're doing it in the 21st century. It's such a powerful tool. If you're watching this right now, it means you're on social media. I can almost guarantee that most of you have been on social media already today at some point, and will be again later on today. Like, how many of us check our Facebook, check our Instagram like multiple times a day? It's just kind of part of life now. And a large percentage of my clients come through social media. They find me on Facebook or Instagram. I have had a few that have found me on YouTube, which is really cool that that's kind of starting to pick up. And yeah, and also like from my reviews on Facebook and things, that's why I'm always super grateful if after I've given a lesson to somebody they leave me a review, because people do search on Facebook for local horse trainers, local horsemanship instructors. They'll look at the reviews. If they're good reviews, then they're more likely to book a session with me, so I'm always grateful for that. I try and post at least once a day on both of my Facebook and my Instagram accounts. Obviously YouTube only gets posted to once a week, because I only upload a vlog once a week. I don't have time to video every day. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of talk you through a little bit of what I do and how I do it. I try and spend a little bit of time sort of once a week just kind of sorting out my social media, just going through things, making new posts, and just creating content really, and just making sure everything's good, answering messages, all that sort of thing. Yeah, so I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm going to do today. So the first thing that I like to do is just kind of check my Facebook page. I do this from my laptop. And just make sure that everything's kind of in order. I like to just check my inbox. It does say I've got 43 unread messages, but that is a complete lie. Facebook is very good at doing that, so I just want to like make sure, just check that I've replied to all the messages that I need to reply to, which I have, so that's cool. So don't know why it says I've got 43 that I haven't answered. These are like my comments and things, so it'll tell me like who's commented on all my posts. So it's just like one that I put up yesterday, so I've got a few comments on there. I try and engage with my followers if I can. Certain things are kind of difficult to do, like this post I did yesterday was just like a bit of fun, like this: which button do you press, free hay for life, free training for life, etc, etc. A lot of people are just like literally writing the colour, which is what they're supposed to do, so I'm not going to like reply to each one of those individually, but with some, like especially when I post a vlog, I do try and reply to as many of those as I can. I have got a new comment on there, so I will have a little look at that in a minute and make sure that's all good. But yeah, that's kind of like what I like to do to start with, and just make sure everything's in order. And then what I will then try and do, I will also do that for Instagram as well, but I do that on my phone because Instagram, you can use it on your laptop, but it's really not very good. So here, just there, you can see it says 2 scheduled posts. So my scheduled posts are, like, scheduled posts are probably one of the most useful things about Facebook for Business, because it means that I can like batch a load of posts, write them all up, and then schedule them to go out at different times, so I don't have to be on Facebook every single day doing stuff, which just helps so much. Sorry, my voice is really bad at the minute. So I've got 2 scheduled posts to go out, but I think I'm going to make some more because I've got a little bit of time today. So yeah, they just come up on here. So like I have my show us Saturdays and Sunday selfies, and I tend to post like one of these a week. So usually it's like kind of batch around 5 or 6 posts at a time, just so then I don't have to really worry about Facebook for a little while. I just keep an eye on it for when you know, my posts are running out. So I'm going to make a couple of those now, and I'm going to show you how I do those. Okay, so we go into create a post and go into photo or video, upload photos or video. I'll come out of there for a second. So what I do is I've got them all in a place called Facebook post here. So this is everything that I'll need for my Facebook. And you'll see that they're kind of arranged into days of the week, or some of them are anyway. So the last one we did was a Sunday, so this one will be a Monday, because I do like one a week, these ones, and they're all about engagement posts. By the way, the reason why they're all called like thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you is because the app that I use is called Canva, that I make these, and usually the like templates are called a certain thing. So this one was obviously called Thinking of You, and I just didn't bother to change the name, so that's why. Anyway, we're going to go with Monday Memories. And then what I'm going to do is just write a little bit about this post, and the idea is really to get people commenting and engaging and sharing and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to think of something and then I will be back with you. So that's kind of the general gist of like the weekly posts that I put out. So they're short and sweet, just something that will get people thinking and engaging and talking with each other. So what I'm then going to do is, instead of clicking share now, you click here. Hang on, let me zoom in a little bit. You click on this little arrow and you press schedule. And then what I'm going to do is schedule it for a future date. So I only do one a week. So I know that I've got my Sunday one going out on that week there, so my Monday one will go out on the 17th, which is the following week there. Now you can see there it says that I've got 3 scheduled posts, so that is added onto the list. Okay, so this website is www.canva.com, as you can see there. Oh. And this is kind of like the homepage of it, and it just shows you like all the different designs and things that you can do. So there's literally hundreds of things that you can make. This is like one I did for an announcement. So I made that on there, like just simple things, but then as you can see, like you've got all different like templates that you can use. There's literally hundreds. I do pay for like the professional version of it, so I do get a lot more, but just the free version in itself is amazing. I had the free version for a long time before I had the professional version, and honestly it's so good. These are my new Instagram graphics that I'm making, and my plan is to try and kind of make my Instagram look a bit more like visually attractive, because Instagram is all about the visual side of it. Oh hi, you can see me over there. So I'm going to start making them a little bit more like this. So my idea is that every other Instagram post that I put on will be one of these, and it will be like a motivational quote, or you know, a horsemanship quote or advice or something like that, but it will be in this design. So this whole thing with like the black and then the white in the middle, my logo, and then these little pointy things, I don't know what they are, and the same typeface, the same everything, like it will all be the same every single time. And then so they'll go up every other post, and then the other post will just be photos, and just then when you like scroll down the Instagram grid, it will just look really visually attractive, and that's what Instagram likes. Instagram will share your page with a lot more people if it thinks that your page is attractive and people are going to like looking at it. So yeah, it's all that kind of thing that just kind of helps to kind of get around all the Instagram algorithms. So like here was my was an Instagram story that I made for when I did my clothing launch, which by the way I've just realised I haven't even mentioned on the vlog. I will talk about that in a minute. But anyway, this was an Instagram story, so you can make a story on there and then just upload that to Instagram. So yeah, there's just so many things you can do, so many things. So I would recommend Canva if you do run a small business, or you just need to like make stuff once in a while, like pretty things. It's just kind of fun to play with. So that's pretty much me done, all the work that I needed to do today, so that was nice and easy. I did actually do a little bit more than what I showed you, it's just I can't show you everything, especially like in the membership group. But yeah, pretty much that's kind of what I do. As long as I keep on top of it, then it doesn't take too long. I can spend like an hour just like putting a few things together. I hope that was kind of interesting. If you've got any questions, please do let me know. If you do run a small business and you want any like advice on any of that sort of thing, I do actually help people out with that kind of thing because I quite enjoy it, so do let me know and I can give you some tips and advice. But for now it's time to go and play with some ponies. It is like crazy windy all of a sudden, so I'm hoping it's not as windy at the yard, just because I really need to film, and I do have a tripod but it doesn't always hold up that well in the wind. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I still haven't mentioned the clothing thing. I was going to talk about it, wasn't I? I can't believe I've not talked about on the vlog yet. So I have a clothing range out, which is super exciting. It's something I've wanted to do for ages, just for like my students to buy and wear, but just didn't like have time to really like put in the thought to it and everything. And then I started trying to do it, and I realised that my logo, which I did make a new logo last year, I realised that the logo that I had, it was too detailed really to put onto clothing. It just didn't look right, something wasn't right about it, so I was like, oh no, like I'm gonna have to get a new logo, which is really frustrating because I did love my last one, and obviously you know, I only recently made it. So but anyway, I decided to do it, so I made my new logo, which is this like horse head silhouette. So this is one of the hoodies, well the hoodie, this is like the women's hoodie. It's so nice, it's super snuggly, and you've got like this two-tone thing going on with the things, I don't know what you call them, but it's really nice. Like the hood's nice and big, so it actually like goes over your head, and it's really warm and snuggly, and I love it. And it's got like cool features on it, like these little things which you can put your earphones through, so if you're listening to music and you take your earphones out while you're like mucking out and stuff, you're not going to lose them down your hoodie. And then in the pocket in the front here, I've got loads of stuff in it, but anyway, there's a little hole to put like the wire, so you can put your phone in your pocket, which is cool. Oh, and I'll show you the back somehow. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'm not going to show you the back now, I'm just going to insert some photos of the clothing. So I've got hoodies and t-shirts that come in women's, men's and children, and loads of different colours. So if you're interested, please do let me know, or have a look on my Facebook page. There's an album on there with all my clothing in, so you can find out about it on there and order some if you like it. So I'm going to insert the photos now. Finished filming, and we had an audience like the whole time. Those guys were watching, so I was doing pretty well. We got a little bit distracted towards the end, but I'm kind of pleased with him considering how scared he used to be of the cows. Why am I so zoomed in? I guess not. I'm not going to obviously show you that footage because that's from the membership group, so if you want to see that then you should join. But I'm going to go and get Apollo now. I'm going to leave the camera here because it needs charging. I might pop down and charge it a bit and then you see video, so say goodbye, Ginger. He's amazing. I'm so pleased considering he's not been like ridden in so long. Literally all I've done is sat on him and wandered around bareback like once a week. Literally walked like a cycle, but had a walk and a trot, and he just feels so good. Like, it's a bit wobbly, a bit unbalanced. I kind of am as well. I forgot how big his movement is. Jesus Christ. He just like catapults you out the saddle when you trot. It's amazing. But he's just beautiful. I'm so pleased with him. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, so I was just going to talk to you a little bit about like the warm-up when you're warming up a horse to ride. So if you do a lot of groundwork like I do, my warm-up looks quite different to like a normal groundwork session. I don't really work on anything. I'm literally just making sure that the horse is good to go, like good to get on, safe to ride. So I just check out like walk, trot, a bit of sideways, a bit of back up and a canter. Just spooked at the mountain block. Yeah, so so you might have noticed in our warm-up today he was quite lazy, like he wasn't really wanting to trot. He was just like bumbling along like at his own pace. And normally if I was just having a groundwork session I would try and work on that a bit and pick that up and get him using his body more and working a bit better like through his body. But what I don't want to do when I'm going to get on, especially the first time on in a long time, is I don't want to fire him up. And that could easily have happened if I'd have been like, come on, let's go, like get his energy up before I get on. And actually I just want a nice relaxed little ride round. I just always feel so good on this horse. Like, you know, sometimes you get on a horse and you just trust them completely, and I just do with him, like no matter what he does. And he's had a few like monkey moments with me on the back before, but I just trust him, I just believe in him and I believe in us. He's just, I don't know, I think because he reminds me of Ginger quite a lot, but without all like the baggage that Ginger had. He's just that cheeky, playful horse that just wants to have fun. So I'm actually going to leave the vlog here, guys, because my camera is running out of battery. It's my own fault. I forgot to charge it this morning or last night. So we're going to say goodbye. And hopefully next week you'll see us doing a bit more, because we're going to try and ride as much as we can. Such a cool horse. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of that jazz, and we will see you next week. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See ya.